And we're live with DDOCaSplat. Welcome to the show. We are a light permadeath group on Planet. Come watch us get ourselves killed, because that's kind of the way that we work around here.
Don't be so pessimistic. We'll watch you get killed.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good way of putting it. Where is the quest giver for this quest? I can't remember.
It's in one of the two inns.
Yeah.
I've got it. It's a Drowning Forest.
Hey, that's what I went into. Yeah, that works. Thanks.
And it's at the top, right?
Yes.
Past J over the bridge.
Well, it's quest I used to
where's-
run a lot more often, but I haven't.
Where's the
done it in a
actual
while.
quest?
It's by the pool in House J. Way over on the side.
I'll be right back.
I must get a adult root beer.
I make those.
Did you say you make those?
Yeah.
You didn't know that he's the owner, operator, founder of a small town brewery?
No.
No. It's Homer's Brewery. No, I make meads and junk.
Oh, that's fun.
The problem with the root beer, though, is it separates super, super quick. So, like, you have to shake it right, before you pour the drink. If you let it sit in your glass long enough, it'll separate in there, too.
Imagine that would be difficult to work with.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. That's why, carbonation was invented, I suppose.
So do you not carbonate your root beers?
No, I don't make root beer. I make mead, and I throw
Oh, okay.
some root beer flavorings and hops and all sorts of junk in it. It's really good.
I have a coworker who makes his own brews. Pretty good, actually. Except he has an affinity for stouts and darker beers, and I have affinity for browns and pales.
No,
So
Yeah,
we're kind of at opposite ends of the beer spectrum.
yeah, I've made beer once. It's just too much effort and gear and stuff required. So meads and wines are so much easier.
So we had 2 weeks off. So it's been like a month since we've had anyone perish. It's like a record for us.
All because we didn't play.
Yeah.
Hey, it still counts.
Yeah, sure. Uh-oh.
How the hell did I fail that save?
That's a good question. Aren't you a paladin?
Yeah,
Are you allowed to fail saves?
Because paladins suck.
no, not those.
What? No comment from the peanut gallery over there?
What? Sorry.
Anyone
She was
follow
all
up?
tabbed out.
Paladins don't. Yeah, it was. Paladins don't suck.
I was just trying to wonder if you were with us or if you're having audio problems. Ooh.
Remnants.
Yay, remnants. Oh dang! I was gonna. Well, that
I got
That
A
that
whole 2 remnants.
you can still get the remnant rewards right now, right?
Yep.
They're running through Thursday.
Anything good on the remnant rewards?
I've already spent all mine.
You can get the
Just to make sure I don't forget.
There's
Stone's
lots
Power.
good.
Not that I have a whole lot. I think I have like 2,500.
Lessa. Do you have a Crown of Fire yet?
No, I was looking at the bottomless death ward.
Yes.
Okay.
Potion. Just some really useful stuff.
Trap.
Oh, sure. Tell them there's a trap there. That's no fun.
Shit, I'm
Hey, I don't
surprised
know
there
about
wasn't
you,
two
but
different
I saw
people
it.
casting grease already.
That's not a good trap for grease. Wait, did you actually disable that?
It told me I had.
The box is lying.
That's why I
Yeah,
stayed way
sometimes-
back. I'm like, that's not disabled, man. What the hell?
Sometimes the graphic doesn't update.
The rogue is learning how this group operates. She's griefing. Yes, she's setting us up for death. I like it.
I mean, I could actually do that if you want.
Whoa! Oops.
Bye.
Bye!
Hey, is it safe down there?
I just wanted a collectible.
Well, that's
Red Medals
not-
Mystery!
You know, the really crappy part is I actually caught the lip, and then I like moved to try to catch the lip, and I fell off.
I thought
Your reactions were so good that you reacted yourself off of the edge.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh.
We have
My
a
muscle memory is all wrong at the moment, so I was trying to walk carefully towards the edge, and instead went and just tumbled straight over it.
Wow. Awesomeness.
we have this saying at work: before you determine that when you make a mistake, make sure that you actually made a mistake, and the mistake is not thinking you made a mistake. Because that's
It
happened
would
to
be a
like all of
mistake
us.
to mistakenly think that you'd made a mistake.
We've all at one time or another thought we made a boo-boo and fixed it, and then looked at the drawing again and said, "Oh, well, I guess I need to undo the fix because I did it right the first time."
For me, that
Right.
was SRA tests from like 1st through 5th grade.
What sort of drawings?
Bill's
Construction
drawing.
drawings.
Himself.
I
Yeah.
do not see any traps.
That doesn't mean
So
they're not
that's
there.
if it kills
Start
us all.
running.
Oh, it's an
Oh.
ambush instead.
I like ambushes. Just more monsters to kill.
It's a ghost bush.
Well, I'm using totally the wrong weapon against skeletons, but I don't care.
That is why you will die first.
Anyone need a Wizardry 71 ring?
That's a great question. What do I have for my rings? I'm gonna say no. We got a hat. Although wizardry would be kind of nice. I like my rings. And I am way too terrible at switching between a spell point item and a normal gear item. I'm the classic guy that does a whole bunch of questing and then comes back to sell things and goes to put on my haggle item and realizes it's been on for the whole 2 hours of questing.
We had somebody die
Yep.
because of that a long time ago in permadeath. He had his coin belt on when he was in Giant Hold.
How many permadeath players have died? You know, they make it out of the dungeon and then they go to sell, and they're not. This is before you fully healed afterwards,
And then took off their con item
and you
died.
took off your
Whoa,
your false life
hello.
item and died at the vendor trying to sell.
I've seen people
That was interesting.
die at mana shrines because it used to take off all of your buffs before it gave you back hit
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if like a barbarian was raged, for instance, and they had very little hit points left, they'd
I
bite the back
remember
and step out the door
those
just
days.
because of the shrine.
Permadeath was a lot more sporting back in the day. Should we do our usual ask the chat who's gonna die first?
It's getting old.
There is any chat. Is there anyone in chat?
There's people in the chat. It's kind of
Weird,
quiet
my
right now,
chat
though.
isn't showing.
Is this something we can come back to, or do I need to buff people and then shrine?
That's a good question. We will
Alright, I'm gonna be
eventually
off
fall
mic in a minute.
down.
See, 1 through 3, buff people now. 4 through 6, wait it out.
Probably better off buffing and using it because
Yeah,
there are drops coming.
Where
by
is
the time
that
we get
little
back.
barbarian? Come here, you.
The buff dance. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Work it. Work it. The buff dance.
And let's see, Mayan, Yellowbeard. Oh, that's all you get. Sorry.
Jai's
You
on his
rocking
own.
the death ward?
Yeah, I'll
All right, you then.
the only one I didn't hit with Death Ward, so I'll hit you when I stand up. There we go. Cool. All
So
right.
Jai, we haven't talked about it in a while because it's off season. But how you feeling about the Packers for this year? Post draft and everything.
Bit better.
Yeah.
The main reason is because they canned their running back coach and got somebody in there who will actually make their running backs work out, because old boy showed up like 30 pounds overweight and never lost the weight the whole season. And because of that, Rodgers had to throw more, and because of that, he gets sacked more. Not like the Packers aren't already an 80-20 offense or pass run team to begin with. But then when your running back can't pick up like 2 yards and get a first down, it's like, geez.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
So it wasn't so much the draft for me. It's get the whip cracking on the guys we already have that are good, because we got some talent on the team. They just don't rest on their laurels.
Think you'll win the division?
The Lions are coming. That's happening. Like they're not going to be bad for too much longer.
The Vikings did pretty good last year too. Well, the Vikings won the division last year, didn't they?
I believe so. I think that, they're mostly a run team. So if they drafted wide receivers or a half-assed defensive quarterback, maybe they'll be better, but I don't expect them to be. The Bears still have Cutler, so fuck it. They ain't going anywhere until they make that decision. They decided to fire their coach instead of Cutler. They ran Lovie Smith out of town before they got rid of Cutler, which is like, yeah. Go Bears, all right. I'm perfectly fine with that decision because I'm a Green Bay fan.
Although,
But,
in their
anybody from
defense,
Chicago,
the quarterback market these days is a little slim.
it can't get much worse. They should have been trying to get RG3 or somebody else up in there. Even what's-his-face before he went on his alcohol binge, Johnny Football.
Yeah, there's a sad story.
So,
Don't
I
we need to
guess
open
those
this
people
room
who
here?
fell down are not going.
Oh, no, that's just a shrine. Excellent.
Yeah, that's gonna try my best.
Let's go find the
I
rest of
guess
our
we're not
party.
doing the spectre then.
So in my opinion, it's going to be on how the defense plays.
No bonus for us.
And they're
Yeah.
moving Clay Matthews back to his original position, too. They made him play inside for the last few years because they weren't as talented. And now that they're more talented, they can move him back outside where he's gonna be a mismatch for just about anybody in the league.
Good problem to have. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Hawks should have a good year, but I would have liked to have seen a little more from our offensive line. That's kind of the question mark.
I see too many teams running an offensive line by like making those guys the lowest paid guys, and then just trying to get the most out of the talent that's there.
That's pretty much what we've been doing for the last couple of years.
It's pretty much what the NFL's been doing, and
In their defense, in the last 3 years, we went to the Super Bowl twice, won once, and made it to the second round of the playoffs the other year. So
with Russell Wilson as a run and shoot quarterback, though, the guy that can get out of trouble if shit starts happening.
yeah,
See, did anybody forget about the Dallas dynasty, which was based on having an offensive line that I could have gained 1,000 yards rushing behind? Did we forget?
probably.
Yeah, I think so. Now you got me talking about football. I'm probably the most progressive person you'll ever meet that's a football fan. Start talking about electronic music, all the good clubs, all the equal rights stuff, and then you get me just running my mouth about football. Like an old hat. What's up with all these wraiths?
What
I don't know,
rates?
they're going to die.
I'm not seeing rates.
I think I hit one twice before the cleric made the rest of us pike.
Eileen in the
Pike,
chat is
pike,
saying
pike,
the
pike,
Hawks
pike.
O-line is underrated. I think you mean untested. I don't know that underrated is the word you're looking for here. Underrated implies that they're really, really good and amazing.
I think Russell Wilson's legs get him out of just as many sacks as the offensive line does.
Yeah, probably fair.
I mean, I've seen so many plays where he just like they center him the ball and he just starts running, and then it's a matter of like, okay, are we accounting for him or are we accounting for the wide receiver? Where are we counting for the receiver? Okay, he's gonna run for 18 yards.
Well, you got to give it to the running backs for the Hawks too. I mean, Lynch and Rawls they both got it. Lynch was hurt most of last year, but the years before that and Rawls last year, I mean, those guys were
Running through people, not needing blocks.
it didn't seem like the line was causing them as much problems.
See, that's what Eddie Lacy should be doing
Except-
with his big fat ass, except he's 30 pounds overweight.
Well, the other thing, the flip side of that though is the year they were 1 yard short of the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl for the second year in a row, and they threw the ball on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And it was like run the ball, run the ball. Well, part of that too is you look at our history that year, and we actually weren't doing that great on first or like 1 yard situations.
Are you telling me Marshall plowed the road right there, though? I mean, come on.
Well, they showed a statistic, and it was like of the 5 times we tried to run the ball, only like in that situation, only one of them did they actually get a touchdown. So.
Well, there's a way to pad your stats, man. 1 yard line. See, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer because if I would say, look, I'm going to hand it to Lynch. If Lynch can't get a yard,
Do we want to finish this?
we in trouble.
Sure.
Do we
Finish
not
it.
want to finish this?
Finish it.
Why,
Finish
what's
it.
going on?
Finish it. Nothing left for us here. I think we're going to go to CO6, right?
Does she want to live our lives here?
No.
No, I just wanted to make sure we got the trap bonus
We did.
because she was disabling that last trap.
The TARP bonus. CO6.
I think that's where we're going to go, right?
Couple and bonus.
Said we were going to do CO6, and then we were going to go back to the Shadow Crypt, I think was the plan.
Which tavern is this one in? The first one?
The Drowning Sorrows. The one closer to the market.
Loading screen hell. There we go.
don't know. Here's a more interesting question to answer with football. Will Tom Brady get suspended
He already is suspended, isn't he?
again?
Technically, yes. Yep.
He was, then he wasn't. Now he is. They're still appealing.
Dude, they didn't prove diddly fucking squat with him. That's the one thing I don't like about the NBA's collective or NFL's collective bargaining agreement rules, which I guess the NBA's are very similar as well. But
Yeah, the players' union was stupid when they signed that agreement, like with that level of arbitrariness.
it's like we can ban you because reasons, and we don't have to state those reasons. And have a nice day. House D.
I'm sure it'll come back in around the next time of bargaining.
Dude, if I were New England fans, I would boycott watching the first 2 games. Just be like, fuck your TV ratings. You're going to lose money on this. Dude, in Green Bay, football is like religion. And if that happened in Green Bay, if they suspended Rodgers for 2 games, oh my God. They would probably run Channel 11 right out of frickin' town. Be like, don't even air those games. Don't even do it. Don't try it.
For the record, football's a religion in every city, really. People all get all dressed up and go to a common place and
No, churches
Yell
hold
scream.
mass at different times when Packer games are on. Okay, when God moves his time slot over,
that happened for the
y'all know what time it is.
the Hawks playoffs games the last couple of years too.
God's like, yo, dog, we can have church at 4. It's cool. It's cool.
When the Hawks, the year the Hawks won the Super Bowl, my church did not move. We still had the evening services,
Yeah.
and they were dead.
Well, I
There
mean,
wasn't a lot of people there.
he had Reggie White, who was a minister. So they had like the after party for the Super Bowl like in his church. At least some of the guys did.
Make sure you talk to Bruku twice. Actually, my favorite one was we were doing it. It was December. Mind you, this is Seattle. It was December, and we were doing a special series in between sermon series on giving, because it was that time. It's been a while or whatever, and they were doing a national. Some news organization was doing a national thing on giving in church during the recession, and they decided to come to our church to kind of highlight our church and giving, because giving was really good, or some I don't really remember why they picked our church specifically, but we were a bigger church, and so it's the national news is coming to do a segment on giving in our church, and it snowed. And instead of having the normal 1,000 people in attendance, there were 50. It was hilarious.
Oh God.
Cool. Do you go left at the first fork or left at the second fork?
I went left at the first
You can do
one,
either
go
one.
up here, and then just drop down.
Either one. Yeah, so we're doing it.
Because this is the door right here.
A church does a series on giving, and instead of 1,000 people showing up like normal, there's 50. And the news is there to nationally televise it. Now,
You found out how many people gave a shit about driving in the snow.
This snowstorm became fairly legendary around here, though, because it literally cost the mayor his job. It was kind of attributed as the major reason why he did not get reelected, and it's called Snowmageddon, and it just completely gridlocked the city. It was
What year was this?
2008, winter of 2008, I think. I can kind of remember because it was what show it was, but yeah, the mayor got on TV and says that he feels that the city executed their snow preparedness plan very well, and everyone's looking around like the buses can't even run, dude. Like nobody can get anywhere in the city because it's all we got a lot of hills, so and you don't get a lot of snow here, so this is like a once in 5-year storm.
Yeah,
Probably
so you
more
should
than
have a budget for that. It's not like all your snow removal budget got eaten up in the last 3 months or something.
Well, part of the
So
reason is
that sounds like England every time it snows.
well, part of the reason was because we're very the area is very environmentally conscious, like right, like there's a lot of groups here that
Yeah.
and there's actually some. In some ways, this area has pioneered some of the environmental movement. So they were using this compound instead of salt that's more environmentally friendly. But it has a freezing point at like 20 degrees or something like that.
Oh my
And it was
God.
and it got so they laid it all out, right? And then it got down to 15, so it froze.
Down to 15, he says.
Congratulations, your antifreeze just froze.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And here the guy from Green Bay is going 15. That's like summer weather.
Who was it that was down south? I don't know if it was Lessa or if it was somebody else that I play DDO with, but they were like, "Yeah, it's 30 degrees here. We have the same temperature you do." And I was like, "You didn't see the little negative sign next to our 30.
That wasn't me.
That's a 60-degree temperature variance. So if you're calling this cold,
That wasn't me. I know better.
it might have
I've
been
been to
Ged.
Wisconsin. I got kicked out.
It might have been Ged.
Said, I'm not allowed to come back. Ged from Florida with his 2 growing seasons for tomatoes? Yeah.
It may have been. Or Toop. Also from
Wearing
Florida.
flip-flops and beach shorts on Christmas
Yeah.
Day? Yeah.
Complaining about, oh, it's 30 degrees. We're at the same temperature you are. What are you complaining
It was
about?
30
I'm like,
degrees here once.
please. Yeah.
30 degrees? It hasn't been 30 degrees here in like 30 years, probably.
30 degrees in the middle of freaking spring.
It was 30 degrees here like last week.
How warm does it
Mine's
get there in the
30.
summer, Chai?
About 90 degrees and usually about 95% humidity.
Okay, so you get up there though.
We get pretty much all the climates. The humidity wrecks it. Like people come here from like Arizona and they say it feels warmer here because it's so muggy.
Yeah.
And yet it
That's
can be
like
110 in Arizona, but it's a dry heat.
I think that year that I was talking about with the snow, I think that was the year that Green Bay came here, and like an hour before game time, it started snowing, and by halftime they were shoveling the lines,
Yeah.
and which was actually kind of really bad because no one could get home because it snowed so bad. People were leaving like cars on the side of the road because people around here don't have snow vehicles unless you go up to go skiing,
God.
right?
See, I understand in a climate like that not getting snow tires, but you can have like all weather tires.
Well, but
is like the
people don't
next
know how to
best.
people don't know how to drive in the snow. And also consider there's 60,000 people at a stadium. I think it was a Sunday night game too, right? There's 60,000 people at a
Yep.
stadium, and now they gotta
help.
get home in the
Where
snow.
are you?
Nothing. Nowhere. I'm probably behind you. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Nice and good. How are you?
When you say help, that usually means it's not fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her health bar's not moving.
Hi. I got a
black
present for
pudding.
you. Message for you, sir.
Oh, I got him. Don't worry. Someone take care of that pudding
they're
for me.
still after me.
Are you rolling us with an EverQuest train?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Can somebody eat Bill Cosby's
I got
treats
all the
behind me?
aggro in the dungeon. I went the wrong way. Well, I just opened the door. I wanted to see
Oh my
what was
God.
back there, and it
Uh-huh.
turns out there were a lot of trolls.
Yeah.
back there. So
DM, I'm gonna split from the party and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this way, and open the door. Ah!
Lester was going for the collectible in here. That's what it was.
You hear a loud cry of
No,
help
I opened this door.
on the other side of the dungeon.
Forgot this one was a black pudding.
What are you gonna do?
Although here's the best
large
local
jump.
snow story, Chai. I think it was a different snowstorm. A bus tried to jump I-5, jump the freeway. So as the main highway comes through downtown Seattle, there's a retaining wall that's probably about 4 or 5 stories tall, and a bus turned down a side street that he shouldn't have gone down in the first place,
Oh God!
and couldn't stop because it was, icy and it's a hill. So he ran into the barrier, and the second bus in the group of 3 turned down that road as well and pushed him through the barrier. So there's this picture of downtown of the major freeway through downtown with a bus, and his front tires are off the road through the barrier and hanging over the freeway.
Is that the fail buses fail meme?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you just described it.
I don't think I've seen that one, but
So in Green Bay, we have a bridge called the Tower Drive Bridge, and it's a highway bridge where the speed limit is 55, and it's a rainbow bridge. So it's supported by one of those big like parabolic structures that are like like in the middle of the bridge. It starts snowing, and next thing you know, it's below 0, so it's all ice, and we get a call at school saying that our teacher is not going to make it because they're in a 20-car pileup on the bridge.
uh-oh.
Then we get a call about another hour and a half later saying the substitute teacher is not going to make it because they are in a 46-car pileup on the same bridge.
So
And we're
clarifying
all-
question, are these separate pileups, or did the 20 become a 46?
It basically became a pileup that went all the way to the top of the bridge, because in order to see it, you have to drive to the top of the bridge, and then once you're at the top, you're basically
You're
sliding
hosed.
down the bridge. Then it becomes a 47-car pileup.
Oh, no.
And then a 48.
So next thing you know, we're being taught by the principal that day.
Oh, yep. That'll happen.
And there's
Well, I was
pictures of that.
yeah.
And that's the failed bridge meme.
Like, I was in a wedding up north. Snow so bad, right? And like when the wedding's over, my uncle's like, "So, you're gonna take the rental car back for me?" I was like, "So you're gonna ask the drunk guy from Florida who never ever drives in the snow?"
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay. I couldn't say no, so I'm like, damn,
How'd you do?
fine. It's not a big deal. I was like, dang, I need to drink some coffee first, though.
Potion of Cure Light Wounds is stuck in the floor.
I've got to
As the
get
cleric
this
of the bard split off from the
item.
group and go the other way.
You won't die. I'm right here. See, look at that. Boom! Ow!
I just tripped the guy you commanded. It made the trip noise, but he continued to lay down.
They're hitting me with a lot of fire.
Yeah, they do that.
Kill
in
him! Don't let him do that. Oh, here's the jailer.
here. Yeah, about time.
You don't-
Jeez.
Why did I take the key? Why? Anybody get haste?
Nope.
Okay.
I
Someone
probably
want to
should
get
have
the black
taken that.
pudding?
Oh, wait, no.
Anybody wants some
Wait.
pudding?
I have a clicky. Come back. I have a clicky.
Here,
I have
Give.
goggles of hasting.
give.
You've been holding out this whole time. I'm
Haste
taking
me.
notes.
Okay, I'm
Holy
gonna
cow.
go.
Who doesn't have a haste
Free prisoners,
spell
you guys need
for
to
some
talk to
weird
them.
reason.
Hey, I got a pudding problem here.
Yeah.
We'll start eating
I'm
it.
short one Bill Cosby.
How is pudding a problem?
I was going to say, my pudding problem is that I don't
Because
have any
it's trying
pudding.
to eat me.
Yeah. In
Eat
Soviet
me.
Russia, the pudding eat you.
There's so many Bill Cosby analogies that came into my head at that point in time, and I went, nah, I better not.
Haste is out.
Yeah, it was a clicky. What did you expect?
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
Remnants.
Get out of
Building
here.
up for the next 10,000 point purchase again.
I know.
Which will happen in
So
2.5
tell me,
weeks.
explain to me what's going on with that. So on Thursday, those really good items that they put in there are going to be gone?
Yeah,
Correct.
they come in and out.
Oh.
They usually, I'd say what,
I
they
don't
come
even
about
have
every
half
6
of
weeks.
what I need.
I don't
Oh,
understand why
fair.
they do that. But
They
Yeah, it's kinda
come
weird.
and go.
What would you say, Chai? Every 6 weeks or so they do that?
something like that. Seems to me like it's twice between each update or so, so that's about right. So if you don't have enough now, you'll have enough then. Ah,
I don't know. I wish we could get more remnants from. I'd like to see remnants drop from like sagas or raid runes or, man, something.
there should be more ways to get them since they
Yeah.
nerfed the every orange mob no longer drops remnants because people were farming it. I mean, what did you expect? You put good items on the vendor, and then you need 10,000 remnants. You didn't expect people were going to go into haunted halls and just run all the juju zombies to the same spot. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, yes, I did. Yeah, yes, I did. Not that people didn't know it, but whatever.
You mean like when they had the Mimic Festival and the bank vault was
Oh
was
yeah,
all
yeah,
mimics?
yeah.
Oops.
That's just fantastic.
I'll give them a little bit of a break though. In fairness, there's way more players than there are devs. So there's more players trying to figure out ways around than the people trying to make things reasonable and correct.
Well, if they just let us buy that stuff whenever we wanted to, we wouldn't have to find ways around it.
Oh, I think we'd still be going crazy with the farming. People still
Yes.
want it, so
People playing DDO to get items?
yeah, right?
It's a strange concept. I don't even know what to say about that.
I was just here to have fun and
I mean, killing
Get people
things and
killed.
taking its loot is a bad idea about MMOs. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
one of the foundational tenets of D&D.
Kill things, take their stuff.
Pretty much.
Live in their rooted out layers.
Just be careful though. If you tell your DM that you want to loot a Vorpal sword, just be aware that you have given him free reign to give a monster a Vorpal sword that you have to kill before you can loot.
Hey, as long as he doesn't roll a 20.
That's one thing I always liked about EverQuest. I don't know if any of you guys ever played that old game. But if you're farming a magic item and it's powerful as hell, if the mob has it, you know they have it the minute they spawn because they're using it on you. And if it just procs this insane proc and that's why you wanted to get it, you might get procced.
Congratulations, you have been procced.
Yep.
Ooh, 6 remnants.
There's an old module in Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm trying to think about like what it was called, but it was kind of like a similar concept to Undermountain, but it was all kobolds, but it's a higher level dungeon, like 10 to 12 or something like that.
Enter
And
the kobold.
no, the whole premise of this thing was your players are going to be complaining at some point if you're the DM, why are we killing kobolds? But there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them, and it basically becomes a battle of attrition. Like, you've slaughtered hundreds already, and they're waiting for you guys to fall asleep so that they can come by and steal your wand. And now because they heard you utter the command phrase, they know what the command phrase is, and they all have UMD because they all have rogue level, and they're stuff like that. Like, It's super mischievous. One of my favorite dungeons because players are all like, "Oh, I just killed 5 more with a sweep strike. I just killed 3 more with a sweep strike. This ain't even challenging. Whatever."
For every
Alright,
one
who's
you cut down, there's 20 more.
Who's gonna take first watch while I go to sleep? While the rest of us go to sleep, and they get the sleep spell cast on them, and then next thing you know, all the stuff that's easily removable without you waking up is now gone. Why is my dagger of vampirism gone? Hey, look what the kobold over there is holding. Put something like that in a DDO and just watch the forums blow up.
Anybody want some pudding?
No,
Ooh,
I already,
kind of full,
already
thanks.
almost broke a weapon on that.
Allow me. Bam.
Yeah, it's in your job description, buddy. It's all
Play a
you.
warlock, kill puddings,
Warlock, a monk.
and rust monsters.
Yeah.
We're still missing Lessa, so don't finish the quest yet.
Also, you
I'm
probably want me to
slowly
run around
running to you, so slowly.
Find all
Did
the
we at least
secret
get all the
doors,
secret
huh?
doors?
I can't
No.
take this. I
Slow
cannot
cleric
take
runs
this.
slow.
I need a pile of haste potions. I need something.
You know those are purchasable, right?
No, I know.
This is coming from the person
I'm
who said, and I paraphrasingly quote, "Any idiot can look at a potion
Any
vendor."
idiot can look at a potion vendor and see what's for sale. And should. Any idiot should. And here I am.
Yes, but you're not just any idiot.
You're our idiot.
I'm married! If I die here,
Where are you, harried? What'd you do, go back to the
don't
boat?
worry. Yeah, I had to.
Oh god, you're actually just trying to plow the explorer zone and
I'm
you're gonna
just-
die?
Just running. I'm just running through it. It's fine. I mean, I'm running very slow. Like, it's more of a light jog. It's not a run.
Oh,
It's a very
Harry,
light
as opposed
jog.
Do you have divine power
Harry,
yet?
beset by Aratricos.
Divine power. I don't know, probably.
If you have that, you can cast on yourself
can-
and give yourself +6 strength. So
I
then
can
you
run faster.
Well, if you're mediumly encumbered right now, then
Am
yes,
I?
it
No,
would make you-
my load is light now.
Oh, jeez.
God damn it! Please don't finish the quest.
We're not finishing the quest.
I haven't
We're just getting the secret
I
doors.
haven't
Hey,
advanced,
look at
so
what
now
is
I
this
have
book
to
doing
run
on this
2
altar?
miles back to the fucking
I
ogre
think I'll pick it
to
up.
talk to him.
Yeah, that's right, we might get more bonuses.
I really do like this quest, Gene.
Wait, are we on chapter 1?
We're on chapter 2.
Two.
We're on chapter 2.
Well,
How did-
I think it's chapter 1 that's part 2 or something like that. That might be how they.
Oh,
that's
hello,
in there.
Hoover.
Alright, mine says get the Labyrinth of the Six. That's what we're here for.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
And we passed it already.
Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah, I know it's in the middle. This is a quest that used to have everybody stand at the entrance,
One
cast
person's
invisibility and haste.
That was
And they-
before they put the doors in.
They smartly put the doors in. To slow you down.
I still think it's terrible that opening a door takes your invis off. It's like, yeah, the mob would think, oh, the door just opened and nobody's standing there, but still.
Finally. Okay, finish the quest.
Hang
It's
on.
called
I
a ghost. You
got
know?
help Bitter with some puddings. It's in my job description.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go loot.
I don't
Oh
think
my
we
God.
killed the stuff there yet.
And by loot, I just mean break all their shit. And get a Phoenix Tavern purchase order.
What are those for?
That's a collectible.
Oh, I know it's a collectible. I just don't remember what you can get from them.
I don't know. Stuff. Augments.
You know how long it's been since I've turned in collectibles? Like, there's a whole new turn-in system that I haven't even explored.
Hey, you're talking to the guy who used to know about all the collectibles, and I haven't turned in collectibles in about 7 years,
Yeah.
if not longer.
Yeah, and hopefully with this new crafting system, they'll do something with that.
That actually would have been a good one for the what system should get expanded, Chai, or redesigned. Collectibles would be a good one.
I thought about it.
There were a lot of good choices for that one.
There is a point to be made, however, that there's already way too many ingredients to fit in bags. I think somebody actually made that point on the
Yeah, but
cast,
collectibles have their own bag.
Sure. There's already 9 million of them. And
Doesn't mean that there's too many of them.
I mean, they could definitely like re-up the rewards on it, so it's like actually good
Useful.
to turn them in. Because
Well,
like
they
+1
kind of
AC
did that with the
for-
augments, but the fact that
Yeah.
it's completely freaking random.
Dude, I used to sell Silver Flame hymnals on the AH back in the day for like 100K plat each. You should just go run Tangle Root on hard or elite, hard, normal, or normal, hard, elite back in those days, and then probably get one on like most of those quests where you pass that bookshelf. There's probably like a 1 in 10 chance that you're gonna grab a Silver Flame hymnal or so.
Oh, you mean the hell's it called? Tangleroot? We
Yeah.
literally go by that same bookshelf like 80 times.
Yep. You probably end up with like 4 or 5 Silver Flame hymnals, and people that didn't want to farm them would pay me quite generously for them.
I think it says something when most players don't really turn them in,
Yeah,
or
nowadays
even get them.
you probably couldn't pay somebody to take them. Just clog up their inventory.
That was for the +1 AC, right?
I think so. That and like 20 prayer reads or something. Then there was +1 to saves as well. There was like pure water and something else.
You know what could be kind of fun with the crafting system? If you could craft consumables, like potions and scrolls and stuff.
I posted a thread on that back in like 2007.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you're not going to let us craft permanent items, let us craft consumables. Like consumables that I can craft that actually at level. So like your normal haste pot is at like level 5. At that point, we were up to like level 14 or something like that. I was like, let me craft a level 10 haste pot and like in a stack.
I don't know why they didn't like model the crafting system based upon the 3.5 crafting system where it actually costs you XP to craft stuff.
Well, if that's the
Well,
case,
that's
they
so far
need to
back.
craft some valuable stuff. Because I'm not gonna spend XP on crafting some garbage.
But XP is unlimited, right?
Yes, but it's still, you're not going to spend it to craft junk that you can probably loot better than in like random loot.
Here's one. Should
know
we
what I
be
mean?
able to craft tomes?
For the right amount of XP, you can do it in paper and pen, so I don't see why not.
I wouldn't
they, like,
mind being
developed
able to
this,
turn
like-
certain like items or ingredients into tomes, like into bits that you could turn into tomes. That could be interesting.
Be like Minecraft, man. Get yourself some sugar cane, make some paper out of it,
Does anybody have sheep?
slaughter some cows.
I'm
Get
looking for
some leather.
sheep. I need sheep.
I
Yeah,
heard
I've got
Bitter's looking
sheep.
for some
If you-
wood.
If you got any wood?
Glad
I
somebody
think
got
there's a T-shirt out with Settlers of Catan on it that says "I got wood for sheep." I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
it. Be a good one. Gotta
If
bet,
it
that'd be a
doesn't
good one.
exist, there's something wrong with this world.
We used to have Catan tournaments.
We got too. I still can't play that game. We got too crazy with it in college.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it was.
Tournaments.
Well, he's got 5 points. Nobody traded with him.
Yep.
Really?
Rob them all the
five.
time. It doesn't matter if the person that you think would have your ingredient is the better option for you. You need to rob that guy.
Yeah.
Because he's got 2 cards face down and 5 points, so he could win it the next turn.
Somebody needs to pull Lessa some striding boots.
I remember games of Catan or one of the
Like, can I craft
expansions.
striding? Oh, wait, I can craft striding boots. Oh, damn.
I can
my
craft
little
them,
brother.
actually. Yeah, with. Oh my gosh, my other dead guy is in this guild, and he's
What?
around crafting level 100. So
That's what I'm saying. Weren't you and Red like addicted to that shit for like?
we.
an
What do you
entire
mean were? We are
Talking
still.
about those characters.
We are still addicted.
I've already. Let me put it this way: I've got 2 or 3 shows on the back burner for when Kenneth Crafting gets completed for Lessa to be on those shows.
Should get rent as well.
I can't wait until I can craft plus 15 items. They said it's going to be as good as random loot, so
Well, mostly you can still get slightly better in random loot.
oh, they had to go there, huh?
Well, I'm looking forward to a new crafting system. I'm looking forward to a random loot system and a crafting system where all the weapon properties and all the abilities are available.
They already said they're gonna make some of them not available.
Like
Like
Ghostbane.
Vorpal's not gonna be available in random or in crafting.
Vorpal
I
ain't
think.
even that powerful anymore. I don't see what the problem is.
It's true.
Yeah, Vorpal means absolutely nothing anymore.
The DDO did
Really?
what they always do to really powerful abilities. It's a 2-step process. Step 1, nerf it. Step 2, make it drop like rain. Now that it sucks, have one every 3 chests. Have a nice year.
You get a Vorpal, and you get a Vorpal, you
Yes.
get a Vorpal. Everybody gets a Vorpal.
I have a minimum level 0 Vorpal weapon sitting in the bank right now.
Yeah,
Are they hand wraps?
No. That would be hilarious if it was.
I've seen them.
Crap! I'm slower than Lessa now. What is this?
It is actually a light.
How did this happen?
I am in fact using a Vorpal crossbow right at the moment.
There you go.
But the fact that you could only get a Ghostbane weapon by crafting right now, or a Ghost Touch weapon right now by crafting, is seriously screwed up.
Yeah, because then they put Ghostbane in the system because of the fact that people thought that they couldn't hit incorporeal undead enough. They didn't have enough weapons to do it with. So that was the whole excuse for Ghostbaning the loot.
I
And
don't know.
now you can't loot a Ghostbane weapon.
Hopefully
See, on a scale
the
from 1 to
random
10,
loot will
there is no
continue to
5.
evolve in its current progression, and we'll get more of those things back.
Yeah.
Like Ghost Touch and
Like
stuff.
the original weapon properties the game launched with were perfectly fine.
Yeah, there's no on a scale from 1 to 10. There is no 5. It's either 0 or it's 11. Like, I'll give you an example. Remember feather falling?
Yep.
For a while, like it was super hard to get a feather falling item. Like a lot of people just played without it. And then next thing you know, feather falling's dropping like rain for like a year, and then they nerfed that again and then feather falling kind of exchanged places each time with water breathing. So when it was hard to get feather falling, water breathing was hilariously easy to get. People vended them all the time, and next thing you know, feather falling is easy to get, and you can't get a water breathing item to save your life.
Sometimes, quite literally.
And when you couldn't find a water breathing item, they came out with the Shadow Tombs, with the long water quest.
Yep.
And when you couldn't get a feather falling quest, they came out with coal chamber.
I mean, I just remember when the game first launched, like feather falling and water breathing, like people were like passing that shit around, like in quests, so that you could like in Waterworks, for instance.
Yeah.
People would like pass like the one item they had back and forth between all 6 party members so they could swim to the other side and get that chest.
In Threnel, back in 2006, I pulled a cursed spewing weapon. There was like an hour-and-a-half long party debate about who should get it.
Jeez. You pulled it.
Because -4 was a huge debuff. And to get it by swinging a weapon was freaking insane. Nowadays, it's like -4. Whatever. Vendor.
Well, now you have to get like a Vorpal to get it to proc, right?
Yeah. But it's still like, you know, it's a throwaway property. Ah,
Whoa.
Jesus. Save me! Save me!
I don't even know where you are.
Save the bard! I pulled a Lessa,
Save
went the
the
wrong way.
bard.
Jog
be
over
there
here, heal me.
I'll be there in 10 minutes. I make house calls.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Like,
Can you pencil me in for 8:15? I run far
oh
enough. away
boy,
from
there's a
stuff that-
lot of there's a lot of methods down there.
Yeah, let's not talk
Correct.
about methods.
There were
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
whose fault that is. I don't know whose fault that
You
is.
don't, I think it might be yours, but I'm
No,
not sure.
I've not seen these methods before in my life.
Yellow
Oh, jeez.
beard.
Oh.
Oh, here's
There
my
you
problem.
go, buddy.
I got too many collectibles. Hey, Lessa, I'm gonna destroy collectibles. Do you want me to trade them to you instead?
And the
No,
road
I'm
uses them for
fine.
target practice.
My backpack is now overflowing with with collectibles.
Yeah, me too. Hey, a chocolate chip cookie.
And healed. No one got. Good job.
Well, where are you even?
I'm right behind you, moron.
You're so slow.
look up.
I don't know where you are.
Look up.
I
I'm
can
tall.
see your feet sticking out from under the couch.
All right, 3, 2, 1, heal.
Oh wait, I missed that one.
Sorry.
And scrolls. I got a lot of scrolls too.
His dodge
Whee!
bonus applies to dodging your heal spells.
Hey, this is
Where
locked.
are you guys going?
We can't get any further in. We're going down there. Alrighty.
19 points of damage for that fall.
What? You don't have Featherfall? After all that
Uh-huh.
conversation?
Yeah, doesn't
No.
it drop like candy? Wait, do I have Featherfall?
Yeah.
Better
check that before you start.
No.
Let's put it this way: did you plummet like a rock?
Well, well.
Well, yeah, because I didn't put Featherfall on. That doesn't answer the question of if it's in my inventory or not.
Mr. Let's deride the dwarf because he doesn't have Featherfall. Doesn't have Featherfall.
He was Featherfall shaming you? Is that what happened?
Yep.
Pretty much.
He wanted me to go to Featherfall camp, but he didn't tell me he was going to be there as well.
I wanted you to be there. It's lonely.
Ooh, I got a bruised spore pod. Score. Oh, and another one. They're now a pair.
Can't bash down the door.
You are not strong enough.
Nope.
That's what I have
Let
these
the bard
lockpicks
come.
for.
We'll knock it down.
Lifting weight. Can't even jump a church pew, but I'm lifting weights. Every day is upper body day.
Hey, that actually stuck.
What the hell was that? Of large black tentacles?
Yeah.
Cool looking.
I actually have it.
You
I'm
have-
kind of too lazy to cast it ever.
It kept Evan's spiked tentacle of forced intrusion.
The other thing that I think is hilarious is these weird values. Fortification 67.
That is kind of a strange. Like, how do you get to 67? Is that a prime number?
Hey guys, I got an idea.
It's probably an
Let's
additive
just
thing.
make a roll a random number and give it to him. I've even seen like 99 for it. It's like, come on.
Remnant down here at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, 2.
Yeah, ouch. Stand by, killing something.
Get him.
The human cleric of the gods of evil. Find a way to the inner temple. A lot of these end with find another door. Now that you've killed the boss, find a different door to leave.
Next, find another face.
Expeditious
Oh, man.
retreat one that I can't.
Hey, I can use it. Gimme.
Hey, I
Yeah.
could use it.
Okay. You
Just a
guys roll
barbarian, but
for
I
it.
could use it.
Yeah, he's gonna use it, and it's gonna cast it on him, even though he's aiming it at you. Because expeditious retreat is self only.
Hey, here's a question for the group. Roll Quit wants to know what's a good solo build that's not a warlock.
Paladin!
That's not a poor
Paladin.
choice.
With 2 levels of fighter.
Paladin, sword and board, yeah. Either pure or 2
Paladin.
levels of fighter.
Pure
choices.
paladin.
Rogue mechanic is good nowadays too.
Yeah. If you want to do traps and stuff.
Ranger.
If you want to do
My ro-
massive DPS
I can go all
as
the way
well.
to 20. I can go all the way to 30 with a ranger. Solo.
Like use repeaters in the beginning and use once you're epic or near epic, use great crossbows.
Heck, you can use great crossbows once you get a few levels on it.
You
The
can
door that you must find is the door
you
that you
can't
can never
use.
use.
It's a bit silly. We found a door! Right, let's turn around and go home.
I try to open it, doesn't work.
Wait,
I try to pick the lock,
Wait.
doesn't work.
Wait.
All right, now he wants to know something besides Paladin.
A lot of everything.
wanna talk to him.
Rangers,
He doesn't want to play paladin.
Yeah,
Peter
Rangers are good.
Rogues.
Where the hell did
Hell,
it go?
All
There it is.
three of the ranger
Boom.
these are great too.
Alright, I gotta go to the boat.
So if you want melee,
I'm
go
double
Tempest.
recalling
If
then.
you want ranged, you can be like an
I'm gonna
Are we
go
doing
get
a double
some
recall?
spots.
deep sniper.
All right.
What are we
We
double
double-
recalling for?
Some people need to go to the boat and things
Are we done?
and
Oh
whatnot.
hell no!
I got man pain. I need some man pain pills. Sorry.
I'm gonna sell some stuff.
They make a pill for that?
Are you interested? He's like, where can I get this? I have a
What?
15% speed ring in my inventory. I don't know where it came from. It was not in there before. I
Sure.
swear it wasn't.
That is
Sure.
fucking great.
Oh. I've been.
I don't know how
thinking
many
there.
times this has happened where I've been in the group too. It seems to be the same voice coming across the microphone every single time. It's awesome.
Yes, a
Yep.
Tempest Rogue Ranger split is a good can be a good option.
Brought to you by the makers of I have 3 charisma items on. I must have highest charisma in the group.
No, that was disease immunity.
3 disease immunity items on a paladin, ladies and gentle queens.
Just can't wait to out me.
The Tempest Rogue Ranger or Tempest Ranger Rogue split would work. You're just gonna have to focus a little bit more on survivability than some of the other options we mentioned.
I would do pure Tempest and just load up on spot so you know where the traps are. You can usually avoid them.
Or you start off with just one level of Rogue to give you all that cool stuff, and Rest Ranger works well.
Yeah. Although the thing with if you're gonna be a Tempest Ranger, don't forget you can still use a bow.
Oh hell yeah!
You still get ranged feats. So. And Deepwood Sniper has some nice stuff that you can use for both.
Bard is great for soloing because anytime you get too deep, you can just put it all to sleep, and nobody's going to beat on it and wake it back up.
Yeah.
That was one of my first solo builds in this game. Or builds that was any good at it, I should say.
The class that I'm terrible with is Favorite Soul.
Heroic?
can't play Favorite
I'm
Souls.
finally seeming. No, I mean just like in terms of building it.
Oh,
My favorite soul has never really been very good until just recently. I finally built a favorite soul that's actually worth a damn.
you can crank out a good evoker and actually get some competitive DCs nowadays, and I think that's one of the best kept secrets. I keep seeing on the forums that divines just suck, man. They need a pass, and I'm like, dude, I just ran with a guy the other day that was pulverizing quest, and he was using stuff that you would think never would land in Legendary Elite, and it was landed.
There is kind of a thing though with DC divines. They're like usually if you're going to talk about DC casting, it's generally either holding or like crowd control or instant death. And
Yeah.
clerics don't have a wide variety of those spells that are the same school.
That's why you make an
It'd be a little
evoker,
tricky.
because you're level 9. Is
Yeah,
that
you get
consume
implosion.
spell?
Yeah, you get implosion.
And that thing, I mean, he was just pulverizing the entire quest with that and Blade Barrier. And people keep trying to say, well, Blade Barrier is not relevant anymore. And it's like, yeah, after they jacked spell power up again, it became relevant again.
Yeah. You knew all I damage with it. Actually, my favorite soul is I went light spec because my cleric is kind of more of an evoker. It's
Yeah.
more the DC style. But because I went Sun Elf, I got the SLA, the level 20 SLA is Sunbolt.
Yep.
Oh man, I got that thing up to right now. It's at like 1,500 points of damage base for free on a ray that passes through things. It's great. So, part of my problem with favorite soul is the first time I tried to build a favorite soul was I tried to do a monk splash with long swords
Oh,
and
God.
whirling steel.
That was decent back in the day, but nowadays
Yeah.
it's
It was not a good choice.
that thing died an ugly death.
If it was ever decent, it had died its ugly death before I got there.
Well, right when Monk got the longsword, like the ability to take those feats and be able to use longswords, favorite soul, like I think it's the human version, can use longsword as their favorite soul weapon. So it was kind of double dipping on the ability to use longswords, and those two things meshed together. Back when armor didn't really matter that much, you could wear cloth and have the evasion from it. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, it was terrible.
All your cloth builds now just get smashed. It's funny to watch when people try to build a traditional wizard.
Squeesh.
It's like one of those spittoons in the early cartoons. It's just ding, 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 ding.
All right, is anybody in the quest yet?
I think so.
All right. Well, there's people here though. That's good.
Lessa's still at the airport going through customs.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get a cab from the airport. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Kind of wonder why they didn't have more doors like this.
The Necronomicon door.
Yeah.
Hey, Maya, I got a quick question for you. Is there a place other than the YouTube to watch Death from Above?
If you are not subscribed to the channel, then no. It goes on on the Read broadcast of the weekend, but otherwise it's YouTube when it gets there, or be a subscriber and watch the Twitch VOD.
Stinks.
Why?
Oh, because I'm just starting to watch it now that I'm caught back up to Critical Role.
Fair enough. No, I was just wondering if there was a problem with the YouTube.
No, it's just hard to watch it on YouTube as opposed to the browser. On my tablet is all.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Because it doesn't,
tablet.
like on the browser, I can like close the tablet down, turn the screen off basically, and it remembers like where I am on it. And the YouTube app doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Sure. I could use resists.
Because I watch all the stuff on the bus on the way home from work, and a 2-hour, 3-hour long battle. I might get halfway through it.
Yep.
Well, I'm only on the episode 1.2, the first one right now. And while I think it's cool that they damage the minis, it's like, can they at least wait till the end of each round to go around and damage the minis instead of like, okay, this guy damaged it, take it off the board, screw it up a little bit, put it back on the board, and someone else shoots at it, take it off the board.
Yeah,
Damage
that's
it.
an interesting idea. Yeah, I wonder if that's been suggested already. I don't know off the top of my head. This last week we had an episode which we weren't doing mech damage for because reasons that I won't get into here and now. And it seemed to work. It certainly flowed a lot better.
Yeah.
Because you weren't getting the interruption of damage. On the other hand, the damage is kind of one of the things of the show. So, I don't know.
And I can understand doing damages to like the player mechs and stuff, but like the bad guys, they're not going to see them again. So does it really matter?
It's also a fair point.
What a brother Robert is Sword of Shadow. You twink.
Hey, I looted this fair and square, okay?
Yeah, BS. I'm guessing that everyone went the other way, and I'm all alone over here.
I walked up to that 10th anniversary birthday genie, and I turned in my golden ticket just like everybody else.
I can get that targeted.
But yeah, it's basically Twitch or YouTube. We don't have anywhere else at the moment.
Darn, I can't shoot it from the base of the stairs.
Did you watch this week's Critical Role?
Yes.
I was so hoping Kaylee would tell off Pike at the end of the episode.
The first summoning fire is smashed, closing its gate to
Okay, you mean Kidis?
No, Kaylee.
Okay. Oh yes, Katie. That Katie.
Okay, I just ran away from that portal so I wouldn't get teleported.
beyond the green
I think you're in the wrong quest.
I'm way too used to farming Necro 4.
Please don't finish.
Oh, we're not.
I'm red door
Oh,
and have
God.
to dance like a moron. I'm sorry, I'm off all the game. Just off, so off.
This one's trapped, isn't it?
No.
Horrible.
Yes.
Tell him no.
No, the correct answer is always no. It's not trapped. Ever.
Yeah, I'm playing the rogue next life. Just letting you guys know that.
And you still owe me one.
I think it's more than one at this point. There's interest on those loans, son.
Oh boy. It's probable.
The air here reeks of burning stone. Across the pool of lava, a summoning fire.
I also think Vax's unburdening of his soul to Pike at the end was him saying, "Percy, you're an ass," for like 5 minutes.
There's a detour here if you don't want to take the long walk.
And when they were at the party, when Keyless is having her moment of crisis, nervous breakdown with Care, just like she just needs a really good vaccine.
I think it's on the other side, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the other side.
I think there's mobs on the other side, too.
I think I already killed him.
Yep. Oh, it's in the middle.
I already went over there, remember? Alright, we need to make sure not to kill the thing until Leslie gets here.
Yeah, I'm running up to the door now. Yay!
You can break all the stuff though, right?
Inside!
want
Go
extra
ahead
rates.
and finish the quest.
Break all the things.
Break all the things.
Hey, Chai, she disabled the trap already.
Mm-hmm.
He was all tabbed out.
What was that?
Lies! Hi, what I
I'm
missed?
just missing the sex in the videotape because the lies are already in play.
Ziggy, what the F, man?
All right, who bet Ziggy? Who put their chip on Ziggy?
Oh my!
dear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You
she
should've
already
taken that on the other side.
Alright, I'll be down here. Do what you gotta do.
Oh boy!
Does anyone else other than me
Trapped
just have like a
disarmed.
mental
What do you mean
image
the
of
box
like
is already
Here.
done?
we have been, 30 days since our last accident?
Yeah, no. 30, it has been,
Actually,
and like,
it's been about
now
It's been
that's
0
done.
days since our last
0
accident.
days.
Alrighty, let's see. This would be a great time to have.
Alright, which one of
Get a
you is
safe driving
gonna be
bonus.
brave?
You want me to go first since I could maybe raise someone?
There's
Yeah.
one
go
of
for
us
it.
that.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, yeah, look at that. He made it.
All right, where's my jump buff?
Oh, did you want one of those? I guess I could have given you one.
Where is my jump buff, fun boy?
I think I got it covered. You guys can stay safe down there.
Where's my uncanny dodge?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Everybody's looking in their image
Man.
for something to help. You're up there finishing the quest.
Woo!
Stopped the plague of methods before it.
I'm a
I
Vorlak.
screwed that up royally and still made it.
Hit me at the
I'm
end.
leaving.
Bye bye.
No, Mr.
See you later, bye.
Run through the trap. Okay, thanks, bye.
Oh, incidentally, once you are caught up,
I did manage to deftly jump over the first blade trap, but not the second.
A foul miasma shrouds these ruins. The temple of the six.
when you are caught up, DFA is now just on Fridays.
They have guests on Fridays.
It's now just on Fridays. It's
Okay.
a combined session.
The jungle struggles to claim this corridor.
I should get some fortification.
So it's just one episode a week, essentially.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's like 2 half episodes. Basically, they've taken the Tuesday and the Friday session and put them both on Friday.
So, Lessa,
probably
did
a
you see the
little
new
bit
epic rap battles?
Who is it?
It's
Nothing
James
tops
Bond
George R. R.
versus
Martin.
Austin Powers, and it is fantastic.
It's who versus Austin Powers?
James
James
Bond.
Bond? Oh my
And there's
god.
2 different Bonds rapping, too.
Oh, jeez.
A battered and scarred ogre chieftain watches.
The face that,
That's hilarious.
when they start rapping against each other, the face that Austin Powers makes is freaking classic. And the actors, they're getting so much better, and they have like a makeup studio now, where
Ooh.
they actually look like the characters. Like the first ones they did with Hulk Hogan, when the dude was wearing the muscle suit and that kind of stuff, it was like clowning. But nowadays it's like, dude, the guy actually looks like George R.R. Martin when they do that. When they did that rap battle, and now with like the Austin Powers thing, like the dude actually looks like Austin Powers. The guy looks like what's his name, Daniel Craig, and the dude looks like Sean Connery as well. And it's like, oh my god.
I figured out why Alessa's running slowly. She's trying to run through rocks.
She's trying to run while playing a cleric.
Ooh.
And all tapped out.
I don't know why, but anytime that I've played a cleric, I've always run slow, and it's like they don't get any penalties, but yet you're
Everyone
always the
else
last
gets
one there.
buffs. Who wants fire? I don't know why I just gave it to the paladin. He can cast it himself. Come on.
Forest thrumming sounds from the temple's deepest reaches. The bishop's ritual has begun.
Fun Shamgar fact. This is one of the few puzzle wheels that I can never remember the combination for.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. I don't run this stuff enough.
I could do the pit still.
That's all you. Whoever got in there.
I wonder if I can still remember all the pinwheels. It's been so long.
Nope, I don't.
I kind of have to remember which
wish I
one's
did.
which on the way, but I can kind of do it by process of elimination.
It used to be a great quest for XP, and now I don't even run it in most cases because it takes too long. And I hate soloing.
There we go.
I still run it every time I see a group up for it.
It's not a great solo quest.
There's a guy in my guild on Sarlona who he can run a quest once and just memorize it. And then you'll have a hard time keeping up with him, even if you're the
Ouch.
one that taught him the quest. Yeah, and that's with fire resist. Jeez,
It's the good damage.
the good damage, he says.
Or the evil damage.
The chaotic evil mob that's whipping it at us.
Whatever it is.
Take some
Okay,
holy.
I've got the wheels in my memory now. Let's see if they stick.
See, you hit the paladin pretty good too.
The paladin failed another saving throw.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's
Just
twice in
not
one freaking day.
It's like they.
You're only allowed to roll a 1 once.
Oh, hey, look! Someone put the combination of the wheels in the chat room. That was awfully nice of them. I'm not sure I believe that it's the correct combination, but there's no harm in
Yeah.
trying it.
They're playing the game now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, throw that lever, buddy. I'll be standing over here.
Has anyone started turning wheels?
What?
I
I
have
know, I just finished smashing all the stuff on the bottom.
I'm gonna stop touching. I'm not gonna touch wheels. I think someone else is doing them. Hey, it's down. Excellent.
Yeah, I remembered correctly.
That rap battle wasn't as good as
It's always nice when
Deadpool
that
versus
happens.
Boba Fett.
Oh no, the Boba Fett one sucked.
You didn't like it? I thought it had
Nah.
one really good line that made it kind of worth it.
Woohoo!
And
You're
what's
mad
that?
you're mad 'cause Sam Jackson killed your clone, Daddy.
Yeah, that is a funny line, but it's still like, eh.
Yay! What I miss?
The line that I like
The
in there
whole
is when they use
series,
the Wilhelm
Lessa.
screen.
The
You
whole
only
series.
had 3 lines, and one of them was
Thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We'll be back next week. You can watch past shows and our weekly DDO news and discussion podcast at DDOCast.com or our YouTube DDOCast page. You can also watch DDOCast live on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/DDOCast. Check out DDO.com for the official DDO stream calendar, the DDO forums, or to download and play DDO yourself. You can follow me on Twitter at DDOcast. You can catch Lessa at Lessa and Steiner at Steiner Davian. And Lessa does all sorts of other fun stuff as well with Damsels of DDO, DDO Cocktail Hour. And some of these guys join me on DDOcast occasionally. Thanks for watching. Anyone else want to say something on the way out?
Yeah, catch the Damsels tonight, 2 a.m. Eastern, right here on the DDO stream.
Ah,
If you're
Through a
still
mirror
awake.
darkly. If you're still awake, yeah.
It's so late.
Who needs sleep?
What are you guys doing tonight?
Through a mirror darkly.
Wow.
Woohoo.
ooh.
That could be a fun quest.
Yeah, that's the only one we're doing.
Is that why you had to level that ranger to 28?
Yeah, that's all I can tolerate. Through a mirror darkly. That's it.
I just got out of the stupid load screen.
Yeah, I've never been fond of those Shadowfell quests.
I can't see a darn thing in them.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
No,
like
the
them.
worst is the Stormhorns one. One goes up when you go into Shadowfell in the snow.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Oh, that is
Very
terrible.
disorienting.
Oh. It's like you need snow glasses or something.
All right, what do we got here?
Bubble belt.
Mummified bats!
I have no-
Jones!
What is this? What is
Sheridan's
this?
ruin.
I can get a trinket. I don't think I want
No
a trinket.
bubble belt. No mummified bat.
Hey, I could get a snow star for my thrower. It's bound to account. I don't think I can trade it to him though. Let's see what I want. Yep, bat. I know, have a featherfall item. Alright, thanks for watching DDOCaSplat.
Know what I
We'll
want?
be back next week.